Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Exam Buddy. Now let's do our assignment for Cloud Computing Week 11, Assignment 11. So the first question is, which characteristics most distinguishes dew computing from edge computing? So these are the options, and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says dew computing features. The local devices must be able to provide service without a continuous connection to the internet. The application must be able to connect to the cloud service and synchronize data when appropriate. So the answer of our first question is B. Dew computing nodes can operate fully offline and later synchronize with the cloud. And now let's go to our question number 2. Which application scenario best fits Dew computing? So these are the options. And now let's check the explanation. So explanation says Dropbox is an example of the Dew computing paradigm as it provides access to the files and folders in the cloud in addition to keeping copies on local devices. Allows the user to access file during times without an internet connection. When a connection is stabilized, again files and folders are synchronized back to the cloud server. So the answer of our second question is B. Remote rural education system with unstable internet connectivity. And now let's go to our question number 3. Which layer in Dew computing is primarily responsible for conflict resolution after offline operation? So these are the options, and the answer of our third question is C. Cloud layer synchronization service. And now let's go to our question number 4. What is the main trade-off introduced by Dew computing? So these are the options, and the answer of our fourth question is D. Local autonomy versus data consistency complexity. And now let's go to our question number 5. Which issue commonly affects performance in serverless applications? So these are the options, and the answer of our fifth question is D. Cold start latency. And now let's go to our question number 6. Why are serverless functions typically designed to be stateless? So these are the options, and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says serverless computing. Cloud providers manage the scalability needs of the function by running multiple functions in parallel. So the answer of our sixth question is C. And now let's go to our question number 7. Which factor most limits the suitability of FWS for long running scientific simulations? So these are the options, and now let's see the explanation. So explanation says each function typically describe a smart part of an entire application. The execution time of functions is typically limited. So the answer of our seventh question is B. Function execution time limits enforced by providers. And now let's go to our question number 8. Why is direct file system storage unreliable for persistent data in FWS? So these are the options, and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says FWS allows developers to deploy code that upon being triggered is executed in an isolated environment. So the answer of our eighth question is B. Function run on different hosts and local storage is ephemeral. And now let's go to our question number 9. Which of the following describes a hard limit for AWS Lambda function execution? So these are the options, and the answer of our ninth question is B. Each AWS Lambda invocation has a maximum timeout of 15 minutes. And now let's go to our question number 10. Amazon Redshift is a fully managed cloud data warehouse service provided by Dash. So these are the options, and the answer of our 10th question is C. Amazon Web Services. Now submit your answer. So friends, if you want more assignment answer in future, so you have to do one thing, you have to subscribe our channel. So thank you friends for watching our video.